Maybe one day you gon' create some allure. Maybe one day you'll be great and go on tour. Like me, hey, okay, loser. We go way back, I won't say okay, boomer. Sweet, I brush my teeth, but still my tooth hurt. You cannot come to the cookout, get your hand up at the cooler. She was in my seat, I had to scoot her. She was at her knees, I had to boot her. She just let the team like we ain't knew her. She just let the team like, okay, loser. Okay, loser, ay.
That ultra ground music, riding in the good, I use it. Tighten up, you would lose it. I approve. Matter of fact, I stamped and approved. Straight ultra ground, make all you haters get down. You understand what I'm saying?
I can show you lame, how to do this. Stack your money up, be about your business. They come with a wish list. They come with a wish list. I can show you lame, how to do this. Stack your money up, be about your business. They come with a wish list. They come with a wish list. Hey, I met this girl the other night. She said she wanted me and money white. Respectfully declined because I said I got a wife. She said she wanted man, her best friend is known around the way. I started hearing about her type. Always with the ball players, that's the one she likes. She got it done, and I guess they look alright. They call her princess, but she down in every. In and out of DMs, tryna be a rapper. She won't get the W, I skirt off when I see him. I know it's gonna get worse when I start doing Coliseums. Gonna be, I just call it how I see him. Let me clarify, I ain't talking about all women. Some just wanna settle down and have a couple cheering. For all my rapper homies, just be careful while you touring. You meet a pretty girl, but her intentions ain't the purest. I can show you lame, how to do this. Stack your money up, be about your business. They come with a wish list. They come with a wish list. I can show you lame, how to do this. Stack your money up, be about your business. They come with a wish list. They come with a wish list.
Hey, second phone buzzing, just delete the other number, yeah. Cruising at 103 till I seen them team that went the record. She was peeking out the cover. She said, Gigi, wait, you grew up down the street, my uncles, up her brothers. I said, jumping back, been lit. You at? She was just running, Emmett Smith, run it back. She had to make it, rubbing it, just caught up. Then she got me playing down, painting nails, calling me Sonic the Hedgehog, the way I be chasing. You know she got them
Brands of the best.
I'm in Miami, so we know the
Bands of the jet.
I called her door back with a 50, she wanted the. She said, who? About to make me cancel this L. She said, hood is on, but she in a condo that her buddy own. Payment good, if she good is gone. Boy, you should've known. Calling me up on 50 phones, foot on all these. Never let them keep me on my tippy toes.
I can show you lame, how to do this. Stack your money up, be about your business. They come with a wish list. They come with a wish list. I can show you lame, how to do this. Stack your money up, be about your business. They come with a wish list. They come with a wish
smiley face emoji. May not be age appropriate, but I will fit an 8-year-old indeed with a participation trophy. Yes, I have zero doubts that this whole world's bound to turn into some Girl Scouts. That censorship girls out. So when I started this verse, it did start off lighthearted at first, but it feels like I'm targeted. Mind-boggling how my profit is skyrocketed. Look what I pocketed. Yeah, it's just like y'all have been like jogging in. I've been running at full speed, and that's why I'm ahead like my noggin. I'm the fight y'all get in when you debate who the best, but I'm some white. I step up to that mic, cock it then. Oh my God, it's a chicken out again. Abracadabra. And for my last trick, I'm about to reach in my bag, bruh. Like abracadabra. And for my last trick, just like that, and I'm back, bruh. Break it down. Sometimes I wonder what the old me say. If what? If he could see the way it is today, he'd probably say that everything is gay. What's my name? What's my name? So how many little kids still wanna act like me? I'm a bigger than cacti bee, and that's why these words sting just like you were being attacked by bees in the coop, leaning back my seat. Open R. Kelly's favorite group, the black guy. In my Air Max 90s, white tees, walking parental advisory. My transgender cat Siamese identifies as black but acts Chinese. Like a hacky sack, I treat the whole world 'cause I got it at my feet. How can I explain to you that even myself I'm a danger to? I hop on tracks like a kangaroo and say a few things that to the anger you. Dad, if I think that, I'ma say that. Cancel me, what? Okay, that's it. Go ahead, Paul. Quit, snake. You male cross-dresser, fake. And I'll probably get for that, but you can all. In fact, them, Dre, Jimmy, me, you, my own kids, the brass. They can off, them and you off. You too, Paul, got two biggest blue paws. What you thought you saw ain't what you saw. 'Cause you're never gonna see me caught sleeping. See the kidnapping, never did happen. Like Sherry Papini, Harry Houdini, I vanish into the thin air as I'm leaving like abracadabra. And for my last trick, I'm about to reach in my bag, bruh. Like abracadabra. And for my last trick, just like that, and I'm back, bruh.
Turn the lights on.
Every day cannot stay the same. Yeah. But one thing that's never gonna change. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever. I forever reign. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever, forever. The people they make go and dollars they make grow and everything's for show, but I will remain cold and eager. The queen don't talk to the meager, a leader. Who you know in the Zephyr? Been through the trenches, gutter fields and stenches. Gone ball, they filling up the benches. Half-court shooter, spitting from the medulla. Life for the game, they talking like I'm the doula. Nobody wanna doula, defend the throne. I'm a dog in the zone and your man's is bones. I don't fear the stones, I flash the paws. Don't be talking to me crazy with no glass jaw. A spit of light saliva, you can never survive her. Streets got a code up, couldn't decipher. Watch the way you talk when you talking to me. And if you didn't know, it's the NEC. Every day cannot stay the same. Yeah. But one thing that's never gonna change. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever. I forever reign. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever, forever. If you don't love me, you must hate yourself. Either way you play with me, you gon' play yourself. Don't be stupid, decide that I'm the same. A new rover and they still ain't got the range. Can't even hang with, doing big things, but the fame ain't changed. Trying to maintain, but your chain can't blame. On a new plane, but your main can't tame this. Same dame, but the rock got bigger. Might buy the drop top, got more figures. Pull up in the lot, still block pop. Pop. The posse can spot. Come and go, but I still check. Now I ain't saying I'm the best, I'm just saying that you're not. I got it all, baby, give it everything you got. And arrogant, sitting in the booth, I ain't even gotta lie, 'cause you know that I'm the truth. Yeah. Every day cannot stay the same. Yeah. But one thing that's never gonna change. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever.
grind on top like Goku. Just left Nobu, back in my dojo. Channel like Aura, got the whole Roku. Been big dog from the Tether Road, told you. Wait, don't even know you. Step right, I'm a long trip. Look at my VIP. Won't break, won't miss. Rich took his check, I know. We talking start like ball hype, pretty face guy like bruh. How do I exist? In the gym every day, I'm gonna miss. Some of daddy like boy, don't blow my assist. I got it. Tryna slow down my motion. It's written, you cannot control this. You gonna blow it. Them, they not important. Me, I'm the one goaded. 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 Tryna slow down my motion. It's written, you cannot control this. You gonna blow it. Them, they not important. Me, I'm the one goaded. 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 Just don't touch me, you're ugly. Just don't touch me, you're ugly. Bro, I'm godlike, I'm judgy. I can't touch this girl, she musty. Bro, you flexing on IG. People like you, disgust me. Just don't touch me, you're ugly. Just don't touch me, you're ugly. These women love me, bro, they tryna me. That's the wrong way, me. Back your buddy, if he get lucky, it'll get yucky. Little buddy touch me, I can turn auntie into a I'm in the S5 facing cuffy, cause can't name that got dummy. Tryna slow down my motion. It's written, you cannot control this. You gonna blow it. Them, they not important. I'm the one goaded. Me, I'm the one goaded. Me, I'm the one goaded. Me, I'm the one goaded. Tryna slow down my motion. It's written, you cannot control this. You gonna blow it. Them, they not important. Me, I'm the one goaded. Me, I'm the one goaded. Me, I'm the one goaded. Me, I'm the one goaded.
Run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. You see us out here getting to the bag. Run the numbers up and run it back. Run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. Oh no, will we get the bag? Yeah, don't you get too mad. Run it
you
back.
getting money, you really don't need to talk about it. Move quiet, you should try it, there's some clout around it. Chase it, and overthinking the process. Outside of the gates, spewing that nonsense. On the phone, he begging women to come out. Back to back, calling until his minutes run out. Begging for loose change and scraping to maintain. Or sipping, and playing with waist chains. I think you get the picture, we outside the frame. Get your Louis Hamilton on swerve lane to lane. On gang. We brainstorm until it rains and we drive our gang straight into the Hall of Fame. You need to pay attention. I was 17 and had them shipping the Benzin. I was 16 eating steak with Russell Simmons. I was 15 in the basement with a vision I could
run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. Run it back. Stuff it in your Birkin bag, cause he don't feed on that. So just run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. Run it back. We run the numbers up and run it back. Run it
time
back.
to add to the cipher. Time is money, time to run the numbers higher. They're hustling early, this hardwired. Photo bezel, frozen echo, black attire. $1 million make a follow a messiah. Is you a charlatan or really take them higher? We in demand, distributors and suppliers. Be getting bands and signatures on the flyers. Listen, gotta make moves if you really want it. Desperate Jews eat your food, that's how they be on it. It's a must that we hustle today and escape from round table discussing the way that we get to the rack. Matter the game that you play, I'm just stating the facts. The aim of the game to be caking and making the max. I was 20 with a stack, 19 with a plaque, 18 neck icy with my Kango hat. I told him
Run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. You see us out here getting to the bag. Run the numbers up and run it back. Run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. Oh no, will we get the bag? Yeah, don't you get too mad. Run it back.
Don't be afraid of the bounce. See when your things levels got to change to get mouth. How can I walk in doubt? Never been a beg, never been a loud mouth. Pen can go for days. I'm obsessed with it, can't change my ways. So blessed with it, what can I say? Top form staying in shape.
I'm gonna try to beat the force.
We welcome you to Patriot Place and a look inside Gillette Stadium here in Foxborough, Massachusetts. The kicker, Chase McLaughlin, will get this one started. And through the snowflakes, off we go here on EA Sports. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
Throwing right away, it's May. Ball in by the tight end, Henry. Moving inside the 20. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 80 yards. Touchdown, New England. A terrific job all the way around, especially after the catch, Greg, to take it to the end zone for a touchdown.
I'm just so impressed by the acceleration of this receiver, Mike. He catches what is a short pass, and he's able to turn it up the field and take it all the way for 6. That is an impressive play, run after catch.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This will be returned from the 6. Oh. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
First and 10. Right to the air. It's Mayfield. This pass is caught by Cade Otton. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense, immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
Now a flag comes in. It was thrown by the umpire. The pickup is 4, but usually that's a holding penalty. On play action, Mayfield. Oh, got him again the second time with a sack on this opening drive.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Working out of the gun. It's May. He finds Bell. That's caught. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
We talk so much about starting fast and then trying to sustain that throughout the course of the game. That's exactly what they're doing here. They've got the early lead, but they're not content to just sit on the ball. They're looking to extend it. Nice start here to this drive. Once they cross midfield, then it goes into go mode. You're trying to come away with points every single time you have the ball. It's a good way to start this game here in the first quarter. He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. May to the air once more. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. Second time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a first down. To throw again is May. That'll be complete to Gibson. And they'll take this down inside the 35. So they come to the line for first down and 10. He's got it at the 7. And he's in. Touchdown, New England. Out comes Sly for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Patriots will extend their first quarter lead. It's now 14-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This fielded at about the 9. Now on the return, he has lost the football. Special teams has come up with the recovery. Special teams comes through again. We don't talk about it nearly enough, but sometimes the biggest plays of the game happen like that one. The kickoff return, fumble, recovered, and momentum swings again.
Everybody loves to see a big return, Mike, but the priority of any kick return unit, just give your offense a chance to possess the ball. And in this case, they don't do that. They turn the ball over, and now they find themselves back out there on defense. I can tell you from firsthand experience, Mike, that is a lonely and long jog back to the huddle. I mean, you're an inch away from being the hero with a deep touchdown. Instead,
and he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. 2 touchdowns for him in the game. Numbers 10 and 11 on the year. Sly's extra point up and good. And the Pats will stake themselves to a 21-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. They'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. This drive starts at the 21. It's first and 10. They'll run with the rookie, drafted in the 3rd round. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. And he'll move this forward out to the 29-yard line. Kyle Duggar there to make the play. Now a 3rd and 2. Try to pick this one up on the ground. It'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs.
So the message this coach is sending to his huddle is very clear. It's, hey guys, I got all the confidence in the world. We're going to be aggressive all day. We're not afraid to fail. We are going to try to score on every possession. And as a player, you can't help but love it.
18 yards on the pickup there. First down, New England.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game
That is caught by the tight end. Touchdown, New England. That's his third touchdown of the game and number 12 on the year. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Drive will start on the ground.
Number 36 on the carry.
Here's a 2nd and 9.
Alert!
Off the play fake. It's Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. That one intercepted. And they extend the lead. The defense joining the party. A pick 6 for a touchdown. Greg, they are extending this lead out.
Yeah, now you've just seen both sides just make their impact felt here in the first half. The offense has done their part, and now it's the defense that is able to capitalize on the turnover and take it all the way back for the pick 6.
This one taken at the 7. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. They'll begin here on the ground. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll stick with him again. And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Here's Mayfield working from the pistol. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over.
At their own 46-yard line.
Ready up! Warriors 70. Let's go!
Throwing on 1st and 10 is May. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. That is intercepted. Picked off by Malik Mustafa.
By the Buccaneers. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. He'll start this drive by keeping it himself. No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Going for it all. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Out of the pistol, it's Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
I I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this...
Now, how about this? It's a fake. And this is going to be incomplete. So they let the punter try and throw for it. Not sure if he did that on his own. Either way, doesn't matter. They have turned it over on down.
Relying on your kicker to throw the ball in an actual NFL game is certainly one choice, and that play from the jump just didn't seem like it had much of a chance. I mean, next time your kicker comes out there, just let him do his job and kick.
Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
It's first down, and they'll run. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hacks to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up third down. They'll try to get this one on the ground. The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on fourth down. And that is not going to work. Incomplete, and they turn it over on downs.
You know, Mike, I'm all for being aggressive. There are definitely times where you have to go for it on your side of the field. I'm just not sure if at this point in the game, this was one of them.
That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown, Patriots. Touchdown number 15 for him on the season. And he missed it. No good. The footing makes kicking very difficult. The snow perhaps playing in to that missed extra point. From the 6, here comes a return. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They go play action with Mayfield. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
The whole idea of the play action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
1st and 10 now from the 36. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. Now a deep ball for Mitchell. That's going to be incomplete. And it'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter. And try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Mayfield. And that will wind up incomplete. Triples here. So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. Mayfield to throw. This one intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Jones. And the Patriots are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
I know it doesn't seem like a ton of yards on top of that pick, but that was really well done. I mean, it's just going to make life so much easier now as the offense takes the field trying to capitalize off of that turnover.
Into the secondary at the 45. And he'll be taken down. May now on 1st and 10. Throwing right, it's taken in. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Here's May to throw it on 1st down. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with the lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Here's May again. To the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. May to throw again. This is caught toward the side of the end zone. Touchdown, New England. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. Slides extra point, up and good. And the Patriots stretch things out even further. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he'll be stopped at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. They get the center, Graham Barton. They send Godwin in motion. Now a give on the ground. He'll get maybe 4 there. It'll bring up 2nd and long. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. Past the 45. Down the sideline. Inside the 25. And they won't catch him. He'll go all the way. 76 yards. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. And he missed it. No good. The footing makes kicking very difficult. The snow perhaps playing in to that missed extra point. Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Let's go now.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Got a man left side. It's caught. And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line. They'll come up here 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
Rookie to rookie right there, Mike. And I'll tell you what, they've got some really good young pieces on this roster.
He's got it at about the 8. He is in. Tyquan Thornton. Touchdown, Patriots. Sly's extra point, up and good. And the Pats add on to their already sizable lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Now a run on first down. Second and a yard. They try the right side this time. That one never got started. Too much defensive pressure. They dropped him in the backfield. Going up top for Evans. He's got it. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25. To the ground, a first down run. And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. Devon Godjaw there on the tackle. Second down throw for Mayfield. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Mike Evans. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. On comes McLaughlin to add the PAT. These kicks not a given in the snow, but this one is good. And the Buccaneers will get just a bit closer.
Chase McLaughlin, the kickoff for the Buccaneers.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. He fields it at the 8. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. On first and 10, here's May. He's got his big tight end, Henry. Racing to the end zone. And he will dive into the end zone. 73 yards. Touchdown, New England. And he continues to remain on fire. That is a rare NFL day. 5 touchdown passes thrown.
And, Mike, at this point, the defense just looks completely lost out there. I mean, they have no answers whatsoever, giving up the 5th touchdown pass of this ballgame.
To throw on first down is May. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. That is caught. What a throw. Tyquan Thornton. Touchdown, New England. His second touchdown of this first half. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
They'll turn and hand this one off. Can he get away? No! He's taken down behind the line. Good job by the defense with a negative play. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. And he's going to be swallowed up again. back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's third.
You have to wonder if next time, does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play? It was clear before the ball was snapped, this was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
And that is incomplete.
Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it...
Oh, and now look at this. It's a fake. Oh, what a mess here. It is intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Jones. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Oh, and they brought the heat trying to block the punt. But without the open target he was relying on, the punter turned quarterback has nowhere to go with the ball. That pressure helped create a sense of panic and led to a throw right towards that defender.
And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize.
That one, take it in. To Mario Douglas. Touchdown, Patriots. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackle for the loss of a yard. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. We're back to Foxborough after this. 2nd and 11. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result in those big plays. But I think they've got to continue to search for those and try to generate a little bit of a spark.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This is intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean.
This is one of those situations, Mike, where a rookie quarterback can kind of be baited into thinking something's open when it's really not. And these are the things that all coaches are just continuing to work through. Anytime you have a young signal caller, you haven't seen the reps. They don't have the experience. In this case, the defense plays this one to perfection, and it results in the big takeaway.
He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins. And it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline. So as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
And for the third time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Jones. They'll run here with Hasty. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Second down and 8. One final throw before the break. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end. All right, Coach, thank you. The snow continuing to fall as we ready ourselves for the second half to follow. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The third quarter begins with a run. And he'll get this to about the 36-yard line. Jelani Tavai there on the tackle. Here's second and 9. Up the middle they go. And he will not be able to get free. Picking up only a yard. Now it's third down. On play action, Mayfield. He'll air one out for Palmer. That is brought in. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He's going to try it here again. And he'll be taken down, and there is a flag on the play. This is going to be a huge call. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. Back to throw. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit. First and 10. To throw is Mayfield. And he'll be taken down. They got him back at the 50-yard line. On second down, Baker going up top for Evans. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15. Down at the 12. It's first and 10. Off the play fake. And he's not going to get away. They track him down. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down. Now Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
Well, that's 2 straight plays now where this secondary has won their matchup, and right now the offense needs to find some plays that just call for easy completions. Get your wide receivers in space. Allow them to run after the catch, because right now these downfield passes, the defense is all over. I think apart from the wind, when you talk about kicking in the elements, Mike, I think the snow has to be the kicker's worst nightmare. It's just so hard to have the confidence that when you stick that plant foot, it's not going to give way. So give credit. That was really well done.
McLaughlin hit the field goal a moment ago, and now he's back to kick this away. Marcus Jones now to return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Working free downfield. That's Holt. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield.
The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
To play in the NFL, you got to have a short-term memory, because regardless of whether the previous play was good or bad, they're going to line up and snap it again. And in this case, really nice job bouncing back. They put the bad play behind them, forced the sack in the ensuing play, and they're right back on track. Rough sequence over these last couple plays. First down sack, second down big play attempt, falls incomplete. And now to make matters worse, you got to operate in third and long on a defense that knows they can just pin their ears back and try to get after the quarterback.
That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. Third down stop sets up fourth down. They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. This is caught. He's got a long way to go. What a play on fourth and long. 32 yards.
Well, you can see the entire sideline and, frankly, the entire fan base kind of holding their breath. That decision on your own side of midfield to go for it on fourth down, had they not gotten it, that's a tough position to put your defense in, but that's a conversation for another day. The offense is going to stay on the field after the conversion, and now they got to see, can they take advantage of that aggressive play call and finish this drive with points?
They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down.
That's another Patriots.
Back to the air one more time. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Touchdown, New England. Sly now for the point after. He's got it. And the Patriots will add one more onto their big lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This returnable from the 4. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. So, all my years, here's one that you don't see often. The field goal team on first down. And they'll bring this to about the 34-yard line. Jawan Bentley there on the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll run. He'll try the left side now. Following the penalty, they'll run it. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down. Now a 3rd and 2. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking first down. Let's get a fresh fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up fourth down.
On fourth down, Mayfield. Oh, for the fifth time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Jones. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
It's not often, Mike, that we get to sit here and witness history. I mean, he is officially one of one. The first player to ever pick off 5 passes in one game. It's taken a perfect performance, yes. Probably a little bit of luck, yes. But he's come through all game long, and he's earned his place in NFL history.
His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
He just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him...
He's got his big tight end. Touchdown, Patriots. He is having a performance to remember. That is 5 touchdowns for him in this one game. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown, and Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench, going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field and results in a nice touchdown.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. A nice pickup, moving it across the 40. We'll give him 6 on that play.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. A handoff here. Up the middle. Good blocking to the 15. The speed on display. He's in. Touchdown, Tampa. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. McLaughlin, good on the extra point. And the Bucs cut into the lead a little bit. Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. Here comes a return from the end zone. He'll get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. On the ground, here's Hasty. Well, that looked like a pretty clear hold. The gain was 5, but let's check the call. So, back and forth they go as we are through. Here's Hasty, and he'll get about 3 yards of that back. setting up second and long.
Ready? At the 20-yard line.
19 Lions. Go.
He'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
And another great throw. And I'll tell you what, Mike, so far today, this certainly does not look like a rookie quarterback. I mean, he is in complete control of this offense.
20-yard line.
18, Pioneer.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. They'll throw out of the gun. Going up top. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a third down. Now they'll set up to throw. Open man, right side. He's got it. They get 14 on that hookup. Good for a Patriots first down. They'll look to throw again. Now a shot here, deep middle. And he will score again. Tyquan Thornton. Touchdown, New England. That is his third touchdown of the afternoon. They continue to add points. Greg, very interesting here. They are just rolling up the score even though we're in the fourth.
No doubt, Mike. I mean, this offensive play caller has no let up. I mean, he's going to see how many points can I put on this scoreboard before that clock runs out.
So, a couple of first downs will give them 1st and 10. They're at the 41. The drive will start on the ground. Not much there. Maybe a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. Here comes Otten in motion. On 2nd down, they run the counter. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but...
And he's just throwing ducks up there. Another ball intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kyle Duggar. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. The defense is having a day. They extend the lead with Greg, their 2nd pick 6 of the game.
And that's just something you don't see very often in the NFL, Mike. I mean, you might see a handful of games each year where there's 1 pick 6, but to get 2 pick 6s in the same game, this defense is on fire.
A return now from the 4. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. Here's 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
And they'll stop it. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yards, but they didn't gain any here. And now it's going to be 3rd down.
Run.
From the gun, it's Mayfield. And more of the same. Another interception. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. They'll look to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. 3rd and a yard. He'll drop to throw. It is brought in the end zone. Hop Douglas. Touchdown, Patriots. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. Slice extra point, up and good. And the Pats will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. They'll return this from the 11. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
A big run. They finally get to him and bring him down. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Now a handoff running right. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss. So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. And he's just throwing ducks up there. Another ball intercepted. And the Patriots are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see. Can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Let's go.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And a good one here. He'll be marked down up past the 25-yard line. To the air now on 1st and 10. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Malik Mustafa. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
A handoff as they try to run it here. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple. They go play action with Mayfield. Now he'll air one out. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever He'll try to get this one on the ground. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. The task now, a really tough one. Third and very long.
The defense is willing to just give up that run every single time. I mean, they're going to leave guys as far back as they can to protect the sticks. And in this case, flow to the ball, make an open field tackle, get off the field.
So it's a win for the Patriots. It was a